No warning. We're just live. Hey
We're
guys,
live.
welcome in to the CovrPrice Top 10. Yeah, while you all are congregating, here's one I didn't get in trouble for. So.
Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started. Nothing can stop that now.
All right, what's up, YouTubeites? Welcome into the CovrPrice Weekly Top 10 for the week ending, September 30th. Yeah, I think that would be right.
Yeah. It's
We're
October
in
1st.
October now. It's October,
Yeah.
Marty.
It is October. It's exciting, right? Halloween right around the corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already seeing people on IG posting their day one of the horror comics of Halloween comics already. So that's exciting as well. I see a lot of people are showing some really great covers. I'm excited to see them. I love Halloween covers myself, especially anything with jack-o'-lanterns on there or something horrific. So it's great to see all these covers.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. And it's in honor of TiVo because this was like his favorite time. So
If
you post something, post hashtag LOTLB or Lords of Horror because all the crew is going to be following that hashtag. So Gabe, say what's up.
Yo, what's up, everybody? First of the month. If it was my choice, I would have played Bone Thugs and Harmony first of the month at the beginning of the show. But we would have definitely gotten hit for that. So
yeah, right.
Hey, fun list this week. Very little, if almost none. I think there's maybe one or two repeats from last week. So it's a fresh new month. It's a fresh new list. Laura's coming to Vegas and didn't tell anybody. So that's going on too. I'm a little bitter about it. But it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be fun.
You made him bitter. He actually signed off earlier, and you really upset him.
He was somewhere hot, but I couldn't remember what he was like. Okay, Gabe, how hot was it there today? I bet I have you beat. 108 here.
No, we were
102.
102.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like Anthony and I were outside, and it was like this. There was no breeze, so just like a very still heat. And
That's it. It's the end of the world. It's a sign. We're done.
Sometimes that breeze is even worse. It feels like a hand dryer.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. But he is right. We are going to buy some collection out in Vegas, so we're staying at the Wynn. Do you know what that is? Like some hotel.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Wyndham, like the Wyndham, right?
No, the guy's name is Steve Wynn that owns it.
Oh, okay. I was wrong there.
We're staying there. It's gonna be fun, right? It'll be a good time.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to get started? Marty, you want to get started? Anything to say before we go?
No, actually, no. Really, some great trailers dropped. A whole bunch of good trailers dropped too. Watched the second episode of Penguin the other night.
What did you think?
I enjoyed it. I looked at it in a different lens now, and I'm starting to really kind of enjoy it. I caught myself sometimes trying to resist with it with the Penguin, but then I stopped and I was like, okay, you know what? Just enjoy it for what it is, right?
There really isn't a huge connection, like you were saying, between that and like the comics.
Right.
If you can just like take it for like a really interesting origin story, almost like on how this is going to develop this guy.
Sure.
I cannot see Colin Farrell for the life of me. I sit there trying to like even hear him in the accent.
They did a good job at that, didn't they? They did an amazing job. And you know what? And I think they're going to introduce more. They're going to introduce more characters. So I'm very interested to see how this evolves. And I'm going back to seeing a lot of other Gotham type of shows as well, and see how their rendition, their perspective of how they do the character and the whole world of it. So it's kind of interesting to see a different take on this, as well. Also, watched the 3 episodes of Agatha as well. Really enjoyed it. Really up my alley. I personally enjoyed it. I really did. Enjoyed the whole witchcraft aspect of it. I enjoyed the just all the magical kind of magic to it, the witchcraft, so I really enjoyed it. That was really up my alley.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm not gonna say
I know.
I'm on episode 2. I keep trying to get hooked, but like
really
the Penguin is so deep. Like when he's telling her not to let somebody, like when you let somebody die, that that pain can just eat you alive, and you have to just be careful with it. I was listening, I'm like, damn, that's some good writing. Anyway, we're getting off a tangent. Let's get started.
Okay, let's do that.
Top 10, guys. Welcome in. If you haven't been here before, we're thrilled to have you. Make sure you sub the channel, give it a thumbs up. So this top 10 is brought to our friends over at CovrPrice. We are looking at data. So we're looking at units sold, percentage growth. This is all on the aftermarket. So we don't choose this list every week. You do. Every week we have a runner-up. What do we have first?
All right, coming up. Number 11 this week, Falling in Love on the Path to Hell. This is the Subverse Girl 1 in 15 variant from Image Comics. Since its debut, this series has been beloved by collectors. It's received universal praise across the industry for the story as well as the art. But still it isn't heavily ordered. At least not enough to warrant a gaggle of variants. It has only received a 1 in 15 variant outside of issue 1. So when they drop, collectors are quick to acquire the only variant available. We track 7 copies sold, 7-day growth trend of 30%, high sales, $40 for a near mint copy, and currently near mint raw is going to be about $30 for you.
Yeah, I remember seeing number 1 when it first came out. There was that really interesting cover. I forget who the artist was, but it was very anime style, I guess. Do you remember that, Marty? It was a while back.
I think the other variant to number 1 was the one with it almost was like an homage to Star Wars.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, she's like holding the sword. It's very symmetrical, but this is a good read if you guys haven't read it. Jerry Duggan did Deadpool and X-Men, and then you have Gary Brown from Baby Teeth. So definitely potential here. If you haven't read it, you can get a hold of it now for pretty cheap, it seems like.
This looks like an interesting read too. When you leave it to Image to really come up with some really great out of the box sort of reads, right? Just kind of take you a whole different universe. And sometimes nothing superhero related or anything like that. It's just different type of concepts.
Yeah. I'll say this: I love the trade dress on this. I love the way that the title is kind of just alongside like the right border.
You're
and
so
it doesn't
right.
really cover much art because it's all kind of like empty box art lettering, and you got the cool kind of like 2 skeleton hands in it. Like that's some really cool design. Like that's kind of neat. It looks like an old like kung fu movie kind of thing.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. I like it.
All right, we got a couple in the chat that picked this up, so not everybody's at zeros yet. Lando, what's up?
Wow, interesting. Yeah.
We got our shakers in the chat. We got Chris and Lando here, so that's kind of cool. All right, runner-up, Falling in Love on the Path to Hell, number 4, the Submersive Girl variant, 1 in 15, with a raw coming in at $40 and a 7-day trend of 30%. What do we have to officially kick off the list?
All right. And number 10 brings you, and you've seen this cover before. This is Witchblade number 3 by Mark Silvestri, X-Men number 251 homage. This is the UV Ink Secret Thank You, published by Image in September of 2024. Image has been on one lately with their variants, and this book is another example. Chase's 1 in 65 variants, super limited editions, and now UV ink on a killer homage cover, no less. You may recognize this cover thanks to the book. It's homaging being on this list a ton over the last 6 months. It's clear as day, but Silvestri stepped it up a notch, and the UV ink hidden on the cover D variants was a work of art. Fans love the surprise and have been on the hunt since it was revealed. We tracked 42 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 13%, with a high sale of $91 for a near mint plus copy and a current near mint raw of $49. And I tell you what, UV interesting. I seen someone post this couple of these books and shutting off the light and shining a light on it and showing the UV. That's very interesting, you know. Not my cup of tea, to be honest. Give me a simple, plain, you know, regular cover, you know, just on, you know, a cardstock or just what you got, you know. But I don't know, this whole UV thing. This is another one of those gimmick things that we talked about last week.
I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it's kind of cool. I have a UV Doom behind me, a poster, and I love it because sometimes I'll come in here and his face is just actually it's lit up. Hold on. It's lit up as we speak. Can you guys see above my peace lily over there?
A little bit. Yeah, I see it.
Wait, hold on. Yeah. Make me do everything. Okay.
Oh, look at that. Peace
Now
lily.
That's exactly where I keep my plants, on top of the printer.
There we go. But yeah. Great,
Anthony gives me shit about that too.
great
He's like,
catch, Gabe. Great catch.
Anyway, you're such a bug. Yeah, he's like, why would you put it on the printer? I'm like, there was nowhere else next to the window.
Yeah. Right.
It's fine. The printer's fine, everybody. Anyway.
Yeah. You know, the other covers to this the other variants of this absolutely gorgeous too. Very beautiful covers. Virgin foiled, one by David Mack as well. You'll see him on there. So really nice covers.
All right. Gabe, anything to add to that?
I think it needs more skulls, like the X-Men cover. It should reach like from edge to edge.
Edge to edge. There we go.
I didn't even notice it until right when you said that, but it is still pretty cool. And I don't know. I think the black light's kind of a nice touch. So
yeah, black light's cool, man. You know, smoke them if you got them and trip out on this cover.
Yeah,
that's a good idea, Gabe. It's a good idea.
Number 10, Witchblade. Number 3, the Mark Silvestri X-Men 251. Sorry, homage. The 1 in 25 UV Ink Secret Thank You Edition with a raw coming in at $91 and a 7-day trend of 13%. Okay, what do we have next?
All right, coming up next, number 9 on the list, Incredible Hulk number 6. This is a Nick Klein regular cover that came out November of 2023. Sal Romero, the Ghost Rider of 1944, first debuted in this book. A spirit of vengeance from the World War II era signed the fan base up, but Marvel took it a step further, delivering a series later this year featuring Romero, Nick Fury, and I've got enough of this character yet, and Wolverine living it back up in the good old 1940s. The potential for hijinks is out of this world, and collectors thought now was a good time to secure his first appearance. We tracked 20 copies sold, 7-day growth of 27%, high sell $125 for a CGC 9.8, and current near mint raw is $15.
Okay, wait a minute. You said in your read that this was the first appearance of Spirit of Vengeance.
Oh.
Okay.
Of this 1944 Ghost Rider, yeah.
So it's the Ghost Rider, the first appearance from a century ago. Spirit of
From
Vengeance.
1944. So yeah, close to a century ago. Probably shooting Nazis and all kinds of fun stuff.
That's fun, man. I used to do a lot of zombie Nazi killing, man, on Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
I thought you were going to say Castle Wolfenstein.
On what?
Castle Wolfenstein?
Castle Wolf. That was my game, man. That was my game. I really enjoyed that. It was cheesy as heck, but it was good.
Kicking indoors and shooting Nazis.
That's right.
What number was
on a
this?
fiery motorcycle.
Do you guys remember? Last week this was on the list. What was it?
It was. It was on the list last week sometime, but I don't remember what number.
Let me take a look.
Yeah, I'm curious because I remember seeing it on there, but yeah, I think it's
number 5 last week.
All right, so we dropped a couple
same
spots.
price. CGC 9.8 was 125 last week, but the near mint raw was $25. So near mint raw kind of took a little bit of a dip.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right. Now it's down to 15. That's interesting. Yeah.
I don't really see this going any more than what it is. You know what I mean? This I think this is someone's idea of trying to be a completist with the Spirit of Vengeance. You know, I just don't see this being on the list much anymore in the future, or making a huge comeback in any time.
It's an organic thing though, at least. So we'll give it, I'll give it some credit for that. There's no movie, there's no TV show. It's just, hey, this character is getting his own series. That's kind of cool. Let's go find his first appearance, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that too.
And we'll be talking about something similar to that again a little bit later in the list too, everybody. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Number 9, The Incredible
Hulk. Don't touch that dial on your computer or cell phone or whatever you're watching this on.
Why push that dial? Was a dial on a TV?
Yes.
A dial on a TV.
Yeah. Because back in the day, you didn't have a
knob?
Yeah. There's knobs on the TVs, and if you didn't need a TV remote back then, because my dad had a son, and he would just smack me in the back of the head and go change it to channel 4 or whatever.
Change the channel. Do you have the elephant ears? Did you guys use the elephant ears?
The bunny ears with some tinfoil, and you had to kind of like jerry rig it and like do all kinds of weird things.
So the craziest thing, I grew up in Clark Air Base, Philippines, right? And in the Philippines, they had these big bamboo poles that stretched about 12 feet high, and you put one of those big ass antennas on there, right? Yeah. And so my dad would have me out there, like just kind of, shifting the bamboo, and he would yell out to me, "Okay, left, right, left."
And then you would change the dial like this. You go like as fast as you could, and then it would break, and you had to put like a pair of pliers on it and just use that instead. Yeah.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about, but I'll take your word for it.
You may obviously have like Model T that didn't work, and you had another TV on top of it that did work, and you had like a tablecloth on it. No?
Yeah.
Come on, Laura. We're about the same age. Come on.
I was born in 84, so maybe I just don't remember.
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
okay.
Number 9, The Incredible Hulk. Number 6, we're getting on a tangent again. These guys do this to me. Nick Klein, regular, a 9.8, 125, 7-day trend, 27%. Okay. The girls and I in the Runners Up show, which is right after this, talked about this book last week, and I was like, that is my favorite book. And anyway, go ahead.
Okay. I actually saw this on I was looking through Midtown. I was looking through my comic shop. And I saw this book, and this sold out. I mean, this was just like you couldn't pick it up. And they had the other versions of this as well, with a more of a I guess covered version of this. So this is
exactly
right. Anyways, number 8 brings you Hello Darkness. Number 3, Paulo Rivera, Virgin Variant, 1 per store. This is by Boom Studios, published in September of 2024. Risque covers typically do pretty well on the aftermarket, and this book is no different. It's a horror anthology series, which is exactly what fans have been craving lately. Give them a Virgin 1 per store variant to chase, and the aftermarket is typically elevated. Even still, Paulo Rivera needed no help delivering a fantastic variant for the masses. We track 30 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 33%, with a high sale of $60 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw of $52. Okay. So Me personally, I really like this cover. I really do. It's a very beautiful. I think it's very tasteful. I don't, it's a little risque as they mentioned, but honestly, it's very tasteful.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think this is risque, to be honest. Like, this is so, it looks like a statue. Like, this could be a statue, and
Sure.
it's perfect. It's curvy. It's beautiful. Like, everything about this piece is evergreen. If you are a fan of Hello Darkness, which I highly recommend, it is an anthology series. So if you haven't read issue 1 or 2, it doesn't really matter. Although issue 1 was really good. But you can just jump in at any point you want to. And this is a really good illustration for what issue 3 has in store.
There's also a Jenny Frison variant to this as well.
There is, and that one looks like, wouldn't that be awesome as a black light, the one you're talking about?
Yeah, the UV light. That
yeah, it would be perfect.
Get that as a poster and put that on your wall. And when you put your lights on, that would look amazing in the background, Laura.
See, you're changing your tune now. Yeah, no, it's an anthology series, guys. So keep that in mind. If you're like, oh, I don't want to get issue number 3, it doesn't matter. Gabe, what do you think?
Paulo Rivera is an awesome artist. I love this guy's work. He did this really great run on Daredevil with Mark Waid. So you can see him do.
I knew it.
So you could see him do some awesome interiors. Like, he does great interiors, great page layout, design, storytelling, all the makings of a fantastic comic artist. And he can rock some really awesome side boob on the cover too.
Yeah.
Oh, that is good. Yeah.
Good side boob.
Side boobs is just as good as under boob, in my opinion.
I'm more of a fan of under boob. I'm a big fan of under boob, so that's more of a me. Side boobs, okay.
Gotta leave a little bit to the imagination, but yeah, this is just beautiful. You can even kind of see the stroke marks where the water's hitting the lighthouse. And an artist like this, guys, I could picture this just be one of those covers that disappears, and people hold on to it forever, and it becomes one of those sought after books, kind of like something else coming up on our list, but we're not there yet. Number 8, Hello Darkness number 3, the Paulo Rivera variant, Virgin, 1 per store, with a raw coming in at $60 and a 7-day trend of 33%. What do we have next?
All right, number 7 on the list, the Tin Can Society number 1, the Beguile Error cover, labeled as cover on back. That came out September 2024 from Image. Oh, how the community loves an error book. The series recently debuted to rave reviews, telling a superhero story from a different perspective. So fans quickly noticed when this Beguile variant cover A on the back of the book. Fans quickly noticed when this Beguile variant had cover A on the back of the book. Okay. Some opted to hold on to the error, but others felt it was time to change hands. We tracked 11 copies sold, 7-day growth trend of 155%, high sell, $35 for a near mint copy, and currently near mint copies are $15.
All right, yeah, this is cool. I have cover
What
A.
is it, the back cover says A, like in the
that's what I think this is.
barcode or something.
Hold on. Let me see what you just said there. I had a cover A on the back of the book. Oh yeah. So this, I wish there was another image for you guys to see, but yeah, that's what it sounds like. That there was a.
Yeah, I guess it's the back has the barcode, and that's usually what it says, like, cover A and B, and this is A, and it's not supposed to be. All right, it's an error, and nothing special.
Yeah, it's just an error cover, right? Is that the big thing about the book?
That's the big thing about the book, I guess. I mean, apparently it's a really good first issue coming out the gate, but we're talking about fans clamoring for error covers again. So be careful. I don't know. I can only think of maybe one error book that's actually still out there that's kind of pricey and kind of expensive. Usually error books kind of just fade away a little bit.
Yeah,
what was that last one
they do.
World of Trees or something, or it was printed too dark.
World Tree was too dark.
World
Tree.
Okay.
Yeah, that's still. I think that book still goes for pretty good money though. But that's a tiny series. So I think people are expecting it to eventually get optioned. But the Tin Can Society, guys, Gabe, that chick, Chukri, is that right? From X-Men, New X-Men? Pretty sure that's right. He's a colorist. And like,
Uh-huh.
if you open this book, it's stunning. The artwork on the inside, even the cover A, which is Francisco Mobili, is fantastically done. Like I'm a huge fan of this series already. So I didn't know there was an error print. I think it's kind of cool when you can get one of these because you know that they're supposed to be destroyed, but they never really are.
No,
You know,
no.
I see a
Tell you don't
pattern.
do that.
No.
I definitely see a pattern with what I've noticed with Image, and them doing a lot of children's sort of related books, right? Which go on to be some of them go on to be television shows, if you haven't noticed, or talks of, if you will. So that's sort of a pattern I'm noticing with Image a little bit. So be on the lookout. I think, don't sleep on these. I think these children's stories, sort of, with not, I want to say children's story, but just with children's involved in it, I think they can go a long way.
All right, very good. Number 7, the Tin Can Society #1, the Bengal variant. This is the error labeled as cover A on back. A top sale went for $35 and a 7-day trend of 155%. Personally, I'm curious to see where this series goes. I think there's a lot of potential here, guys. Read the tea leaves. What do we have for 6?
Read the tea leaves. Yes.
Ah, this one's cool too.
Yes, beautiful. Interesting cover. I like it. Anyways, number 6 brings you Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, #1. Geraldo Sandoval, published by Marvel in October of 2024. Phantasma, who technically first appeared on the cover of Ghost Rider in number 19 in 2023, has been hype building up around her for a while. Well, her full debut is finally upon us in the book next Comic Book Wednesday. Pre-sales for this book have been all over the place, but one thing is certain. For such a new character, the fan support has been outstanding. If the numbers are any indication, this is a book collectors don't want to miss out on. We tracked 51 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 196%, with a high sale of $70 for a CGC 9.8 copy and a current near mint raw of 11 bones. There you go.
All right, this
Laura,
is cool. Yeah, I'm here. So yeah, you have a new character, which is interesting. It's going for roughly, $70 for a 9.8, which is insane. But also, it's no longer reorderable at distributor level. So like, what's out there is out there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You have one of these?
Probably. I should ask Anthony. Me, but Anthony, yes, because Anthony has. Yeah, he probably does. I don't know. I have to go.
Yeah.
Bug him about it. Gabe, what do you think? New character?
No, it's cool. See where it goes. There's something going on. There's a lot of new Ghost Rider characters coming out for some reason. So read the tea leaves on that. Like we just talked about World War II Ghost Rider killing Nazis.
Yeah.
Now we got this new one. Robbie Reyes is a fairly new Ghost Rider too. So there's something out there. There's something out there.
I think you should get to your LCS, and if you happen to come across one tomorrow, pick it up. I mean, you never know. If you're buying it at cover, it's not that big of a risk. And if this character does develop into something, then you're good.
Yeah.
So this is already out, or this isn't out yet, but apparently there's already 9.8 sold at $70.
Yeah, people do that all the time, Gabe.
I get it, but you don't get the books that early, like, unless you're doing like even like the fastest like turnaround times. Is that even still like you can get it back in time? Like I'm a little lost on the time frame of somebody getting this a little bit early and it going to CGC, it already coming out and already being $70.
I hear what you're saying.
That's going to cost a lot of money to do like that fast of a turnaround time.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. The timeline doesn't match. Yeah.
Well, there's two things. Either they're pushing on the pre-sale, or I don't think the publisher grades them though. Collector 34. Where'd you get that from? Because I don't think that's a thing. It has to be somebody on eBay that's just projecting out, letting the buyer know that they won't have their book until
like a pre-order CGC already kind of thing.
Right. So like they're just like giving you a heads up that it's going to be a while, because that does happen all the time on eBay, especially
because you can't. Yeah, and typically I know CGC does. I believe they do where you send it in for a certain amount, and they'll let you know. They'll pre-grade it for you, and then you decide if you want to go ahead and go forward with the grading.
Yeah, to do the pre-screens.
Yeah.
All right, well, there you go. Or the sellers from the future. That is a plausible explanation. Thank you, Liger Style. I like that.
Somebody
wasting his
is
time traveling
warping
ability.
warping space, right?
He's using
waste-
time traveling to get graded copies of Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes #1. Come
That's
on,
what
bro.
he's spending his time doing. It makes sense.
Hey man,
Check it out.
there's time warping, man. Come on, it's possible, dude. It's Gabe. It's possible.
Number 6, Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes. Number 1, the Gerardo Sandoval variant. A top sale for a CGC 9.8 coming in at $70. 7-day trend of 196%. So eyes are on this book if you're at your LCS tomorrow. All right, we are halfway through the show. Before we continue, please make sure that you guys are liked, subscribed, and I've already said this a couple of times. Public announcement. If any of you out there are DJs and you're willing to, I don't know, just like get us a nice little short clip that we can play at the beginning of those shows where we have your permission, reach out to me, Mrs. Bird City on Instagram, because I would love to start incorporating some stuff into the show that we won't get in trouble for. Yeah, moving on.
And stay tuned for a giveaway,
No trouble.
right?
Oh yeah, we're doing a giveaway. That's right.
I was
We
making
are.
sure that was what
That's
happened. I
right.
was like, wait, question
Oh,
mark
yeah, we're doing a
giveaway?
giveaway.
Yeah, I was like, question mark giveaway? Are we going to do it? All right.
No, we're gonna do a giveaway. Gabe's like
Oh.
paying attention to the show tonight. So at the very end, he's gonna ask you guys a question. If you were paying attention, you'll be able to answer it. And you'll be getting the Bird City Comics Crow book that we did with Anna Marcano. It's our NYCC exclusive. We just got them in today. So that'll be coming up. What do we have next?
Here we go. Supergirl World of Tomorrow #1. This is the regular cover. Came out June of 2021. This book was blazing when James Gunn revealed the title of his Supergirl DCU film coming down the pipeline. It did so again when it was announced Millie Alcock would be portraying Supergirl. We got another announcement recently that Matthias Schneiderthers.
Do you really want me to do this? I mean,
I'm
I feel
going to
like
have to because that name is
I
ridiculous.
have
Like-
to. Yeah.
Herbervlinger, Bert Hermgeif, Irv Hermlinger, Bing Livehanger, Livelink, Bert Herkern, Bingo Lingfucker.
All right. So whoever this Matthias person is going to be portraying Krim of the Yellow Hills, who first appeared in this book. This book may have another quiet period, but those times are quickly running out. We've tracked 18 copies sold, 7-day growth of 24%, high sale of $103 for a CGC 9.8, and current near mint raw of $26.
I remember this being on the list. I don't remember what it was selling for at the time, but I remember this being like number 1, number 2 when he first announced it. So it's kind of cool to see it back.
2021. It's been a while.
This is an awesome book. It's a great read. It's beautiful art. It's just Supergirl going way out into the cosmos so that she can get as far away from our yellow sun so that she can get drunk for her birthday.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
And hilarity ensues, and she gets kind of caught up in a very
Yeah.
fun, awesome adventure.
Oh my God, I think I've read this, man. This has been a while, but yeah, since you said that about her wanting, get drunk, yeah, but it's been a minute since I read this. Okay,
it's all coming back to you now, right?
yeah, it's all coming back now.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. All right, number 5, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, number 1. This is the top sale coming in at 9.8 for $103. A 7-day trend of 24%. What do we have? 4. Well, I had to put up 4, huh? Damn it.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. Okay. I'm glad I got this read because, I was talking about this earlier. Anyways, number 4 brings you Daredevil number 270, published by Marvel in September of 1989. The speculation machine is buzzing as fans try to uncover Aubrey Plaza's true identity and Agatha all along. While her character remains a mystery, some hints in the show have led collectors to speculate about Blackheart's first appearance. In the comics, Blackheart is the son of Mephisto, but gender bending could adapt the character for the series, something Marvel has embraced in the past. With an actor like Aubrey Plaza, the possibilities seem endless. However, A recent Funko leak has debunked this theory, revealing her true identity, which we won't spoil here. We tracked 30 copies sold with a 7-day growth trend of 38%, a high sale of $270 for a CGC 9.8 copy, and a current very fine raw price of $24. Spoiler. Spoiler warning.
Oh,
If
man.
you want to spoil it, you can read about it here. Should I click on it and read it out or not?
No, take you to like an article online.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I feel like people haven't had time yet, right? Ellie, my 17-year-old daughter just walked in and she's like obsessed with the Agatha. Do you have anything to chime in?
Not spoilery.
Not spoilery.
No.
Said.
Okay.
I can't say anything either.
I enjoyed it myself. So, your daughter has great taste, obviously.
She said thank you.
Later, who he thinks Teen is.
She wants to know who you think Teen is. Okay, you guys can't have this discussion right now, though.
Yeah. Well.
We'll get to it, Ellie.
Yeah.
Gabe, anything to add?
This puts me on the list. I got this book. Yeah.
Of course you do.
Gotta love Blackheart, as long as you don't watch the second Ghost Rider movie.
Number 4, Daredevil 270. I don't want to talk too much on this one because I feel like a lot of people haven't watched it yet, and I don't want to be like that person. CGC 9.8 coming in at 270. 7-day trend at 38%.
In the spirit of Tebow, we need to spoil it and let everybody know that it's Batman.
It's Batman.
We need Batman.
In the spirit of
Who
Tebow,
are you? I'm
He
Batman.
used to say the spoiler, and then after he was done, went spoiler. It's like you have to say it before you spoil it. Like you can't say it after you spoil it. Ugh.
Hey, it's his show. He can do what the hell he wants, right?
Spoil it, then be like spoiler. It's like, oh my god. Number 3.
Number 3, Fantastic Four 97. This is from January 1970. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Fantastic Four 94. 94 came out January 1970. Agatha all along was in limbo forever. From announcement to hitting on screens, it took nearly 3 full years. But now that the series is out and receiving positive reviews, fans can't help but hunt for Agatha's first appearance in this 50-plus-year-old book. They're building something over there at Marvel, and some collectors don't want to miss out. We track 17 copies sold, 7-day growth trend of 87%, high sell $150 for a near mint copy, and current fine raw copies are $69.
Diggity.
You really emphasized that 69, didn't you, there, Dave?
Yes, sir. 69, dude. Yes.
I think I actually might have this. When Anthony and I first started, we bought tons of old like Fantastic Four, and it was a really tough sell. Nobody ever wanted to buy any of it. So I had a bunch of it that I kind of stored, and I think I have this.
Oh, I would have bought them.
Yeah.
Jack Kirby Fantastic Four? Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Fantastic Four, I think those Silver Age and the older ones are very underrated, because they have so many great stories in there and so many appearances. But you're right, Laura. I've noticed that too, that people don't really buy the Fantastic Fours, the older ones, and then, like I said, it's very underrated.
Yeah, it was tough to move at the time, but I think I kept a lot of these. So well done me. I'm officially on the board. Actually, I'm going to say 1.5 over 9 just so I beat Lord of Brooklyn.
Ooh.
Sorry, Lord of Brooklyn, you lose. Number 3, Fantastic Four, number 94. Top sale for a Raw coming in at 150, a 7-day trend of 87%. We are almost there, folks. 2 more books, and we'll do the giveaway tonight, so don't go anywhere. What do we have for number 2?
Ooh, number 2. Look at that. Number 2 brings you Sentry number 1, published by Marvel in September of 2000. The Thunderbolts trailer finally dropped and gave us a glimpse at Robert Reynolds, referred to lovingly as Bob. While we didn't see the Sentry persona, we did catch his alter ego, and that was enough encouragement for fans to go out and try to secure his first appearance. This book has been has been hot off and on since we got the first rumors he may appear in the film. But now we got some confirmation. We tracked 20 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 154%, with a high sale of $324 for a CGC 9.8 copy and a current near mint raw of $330. Wow. I mean, really, this is for that price, $324. Wow. That's huge.
Yeah. I mean, for me, Thunderbolts, I was never like invested in it, but I'm invested in Florence Pugh. So hands down, yes.
Yeah. I see it.
It's interesting because this is a character nobody's cared about for a very long time.
No, not at all.
It's also interesting because I think I'm almost 100% positive on this.
What?
That this is the last time Marvel debuted a brand new character with their own title. Usually nowadays, new characters, they get kind of their first appearances in a normal title.
Right.
They get popular and then they spin out to their own title.
Right.
This character, this dirty, nasty catfishing of a character, debuted here more or less. I mean, literally his first appearance was in issue of Wizard Magazine, I think it's 109. I'm looking at my collection real fast. 105. Wizard 105 was the first time Sentry debuted. They did the whole trickery thing of, hey, we found in the drawer this forgotten Silver Age character that was created by this long lost forgotten Marvel artist and Stan Lee. And it ended up being just a part of the story of how everybody in the Marvel universe forgot who he was and all this kind of stuff. Catfishing nonsense. But it's just interesting to see that this thing, $330 for a raw copy of this. Whoa, good luck. Be careful because this is an all black cover. And you know how we feel about all black covers on here. This is going to be hard to find in high grade, $330 worth of high grade.
So also, this is a good deal? You think this is going to go up?
I don't think so. I mean,
I don't.
It's going to be hard. It always seems to depend on how good or bad the character is in how they're depicted in the movie.
On screen.
If it's garbage, like MODOK, it kind of disappears and fades away. If this is something that continues down the road more, and this ends up being like Marvel's somewhat sketchy Superman with the evil alternate identity kind of thing, maybe we get Bullseye to do what Bullseye does to somebody close to Sentry that happened in Dark Avengers. Not going to spoil it. If you don't know what it is, read Dark Avengers. But it's going to just depend on how this character is depicted. If it's cool and he sticks around, it'll probably stay at a steady pace. If he sucks and they don't use him again, this is gonna die. So we're gonna see what happens with that.
Time will tell, right? Time will tell. Number 2, the Sentry 9.8 coming in at $324. Now I am insanely excited about this next one. It's cool. It's rare, I would say, to see a book hold the number 1 spot for consecutive weeks, and to see
missed out. Man.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. What do we have for number 1?
Number 1, we got, speaking of boobs earlier, we got Mark Spears Monsters number 1. This is the Mark Spears cover E Bridezilla from Keen Spot Entertainment, came out last month. This book held the top spot last week for a good reason, a couple good reasons. Originally a Kickstarter project, it's tough for such titles to gain traction without a major publisher. However, with Keen Spot picking up the series for wider distribution, Spears' incredible art caught the attention of comic collectors just in time for the Halloween season. Featuring the iconic horror mascot, the Bride of Frankenstein, in a hauntingly unhinged look right before Halloween, the timing was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
The market responded, driving aftermarket prices higher and higher. We tracked 39 copies sold, 7-day growth of 111%, high sell of $150 for a near mint plus copy.
Jeez.
And current near mint raw is $114. $16.
Oh my God. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, this is incredibly cool. It's neat to
Yeah.
see this book that a lot of people like didn't even know about. And it just took off.
I tried to get me a copy of this. I really did, but I sat on it too damn long in my cart. And I didn't, and I sat on it too long in my cart. And before I knew it, when I went to go pay for it, I went to go check out, it just kept on throwing me back. And I was like, man, it's gone. So anyways, yeah,
wait too long.
Man, this beautiful cover. Mark Spears did an amazing job on this cover. His other three are just as good. However, this one stands out the most. Such a very, very beautiful cover. And when it comes to Halloween, it's all about the more gorier, the better. But this also shows a little bit of elegance and class to it, but still a bit scary.
Elegance to it. That's well said. Like, there is something elegant about her, even though she's, Bridezilla, but it's still really well done. And I think he just absolutely nailed it. I think this is a gorgeous cover. I'm with you, Marty. I wish I would have picked this up when I had the chance, but I missed out. And I hope that this book becomes one of those ghosts that people hold on to, and it just keeps climbing and climbing because it deserves it. All right, shameless plug after all that. Mark Spears Monsters #1. Bird City Comics was the only store to get an exclusive for the second printing of this book. So this book went to a second printing. We got the only exclusive, and here it is. There it is.
Nice.
Yeah, we launched this bad boy. Isn't that badass? I totally
beautiful.
So freaking cool. So yeah, we got the werewolf cover, which I believe is his only like independent cover for that series or for this issue. And yeah, these we are running, I think we have less than 50 of these in stock. So if you missed out on the pre-sale, you still have time. It's awesome. So well done. So congratulations to Mark Spears. Now, before we go, Gabe, do you have a question for the chats? If they want a chance to win the Bird City Comics NYCC Anna Marcano Crow exclusive.
All right. So let's go back a little bit with the whole printer incident.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
That's what he got out of it right there.
This is going to be a good question. What type of plant was that Laura had on top of her printer?
Oh, that is a good question. I didn't even remember saying it.
You said it.
What? All right, hold on. Shit, starting line. Starting. What kind of plant did I put on the printer?
Starting. There we go.
There. I don't think anybody's going to know this. I don't know. Did I say it?
You did.
Maybe green. No.
Someone said green.
It's not a fern.
Good answer. Good answer.
Palm, but you're getting closer. It's not an ivy.
Somebody's rewinding the episode right now.
It's not a cactus. Here, I'll
right. Toy Time Studios got it.
My peace lily. These hydrate the whole room. They oxygenate the entire room.
They do. We keep those in our house too.
They're so good. They're like natural filters. All right, Toy Time Studios. We'll give it to you. We'll say Lily, the Peace Lily. That's correct.
We'll go with Peace Lily.
Yes. So
no, Lily.
DM me, and I will get that one sent out to you. Congratulations. DM Mrs. Bird City because Anthony's too busy and never looks at his DM. So DM Mrs. Bird City and I'll get that out to you. Okay, that was it for us tonight. Good question, Gabe. I love it. Let's do some round table goodbyes. Gabe, you're up first.
All right, everybody. Thanks again for showing up. What a fun time. What a you never know what's going to happen on this show. Like you never know. This is always off the cuff, always unscripted. It's scripted with the stuff that we read, but all of the fun stuff is completely off the cuff. So I hope everybody has a good week. Have a good first of the month. I'll see you guys next Tuesday.
It does always go off the rails with you too. Marty?
Oh, man. You guys in the chat tonight had me rolling with some of your comments tonight, man. So you guys killing me. That had me laughing backstage, really. Love you guys. Love you guys out there. Another great show. I always have fun with this, another wonderful show. Thank you for you guys joining us live. And if you guys are watching on the rewind, thank you so much for joining us as well. And, we'll be here Thursday, as always, and we'll see you then.
So Thursday, guys, I might not be here. And if not, don't worry. The show will go on. We'll have somebody fill in. But yeah, we'll just kind of see how that whole thing pans out. Like the guys just said, thank you guys for being here. I always have a fantastic time with these guys. I feel like I can really be myself with you too. So yeah. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you later. Oh, right after this, runners up on Comic Book Women, Nearing Nirvana channel. Go there.
Runners up. Yep.
For the entire crew, this is TiVo saying keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.